trust, I hope that you're doing well. Think about you every day, that one of these days you'll come back to us all with the light shining. Good morning, folks. It's a beautiful day here in northeast Scotland at Noth farm, and Rosa and I are out in the west field collecting a lot of the stones that we have in the field here. This is one of our stoniest fields. We're not removing them because we need to cultivate the soil or anything. It's more that we've got an issue with our tarpaulins flying off of our market garden plots. We've had incredible winds recently, and we didn't have quite enough sandbags on our market garden to keep the tarpaulins in place. So we've purchased some more rubble sacks, and we're taking the stones out of this stony west field and we're filling up the rubble sacks. Please, I hope you tell us what it was that... We're a little bit behind with our vlogging of late. We kind of expected this to happen, that maybe our twice weekly videos would go to once weekly when our vegetable season kicked in, and it has kicked in. Rosa's been seeding hundreds of vegetables, from beetroot to spinach for our CSA customers, and I've been planting trees like a crazy person, so we've been both really busy. We've been capturing some of that on film. What we're going to do now is a few recap videos for you so you can see what we've been up to over the last 2 weeks. We're going to have a look at our tree stock arriving. We're going to have a look at finally getting the ducks into Duck Alley, the new area that we've created for the ducks just outside our polytunnel and within our market garden. We've been planting our garlic crop, and you'll see that we had a few setbacks with that. We've been planting all our trees in our silver pasture system. We've given the goats a new grazing area in the north field, which is quite a goat paradise for them. We've been making brash hedges, we've been laying hedges. So all that is coming up in the next couple of vlogs. But right now we better get filling these rubble sacks with stones. Morning, folks.
Hi.
It's another beautiful day on the farm. We've still got this amazing weather that seems to be hitting Britain at the moment. So today we're going to crack on and get the garlic planted. You saw me yesterday preparing 3 beds here in the market garden. So today, with this fine weather, we're going to get the garlic planted. Alright, so before we plant the garlic, we're going to put down this landscape fabric to suppress any weeds which might be growing below. That means we don't have to weed this crop. This is fabric that I think we made this one last year. We're still using fabric which we purchased 4 years ago when we first started the market garden. This is landscape fabric with garlic spacing already in it. 3 rows, 10 inches apart, 6 inches in row spacing. We're just opening these packets fresh, and we've discovered that they're all moldy and squishy like butter. Look at that mold there.
To plant 900 and none of them work, it's just not worth it, obviously, for us. Like, to put them all in the ground, prepare the beds, not plant any other garlic because we planted the mouldy ones. It's too risky. Right,
pretty bad news, unfortunately. We've just opened up the garlic which we had delivered about 5 days ago, and it's nearly all rotten. We're not going to be able to plant any of this today. We're probably planting around 900 cloves ahead of us, and we just can't seem to find any. This garlic is just completely rotten. Here's one, really, it's nearly all like that. We literally can't plant our garlic today. So we managed to get the ducks in last night. Relatively easy, actually. So they're in the new house and we're just about to let them out into the new yard. Morning folks, back to normal Scottish weather now. Quite a misty cold day here at Tappenoth Farm. Over the last few days I've been ordering a lot of trees online. The trees that we need for our future silver pasture system in the West Field, and a couple of them have arrived. Let's have a look and see what trees we've got. This marks the first of a few deliveries that we're waiting for of young tree stock that we're going to be planting out in our silver pasture system in the West Field. This is the future. Sitting here in these bundles is our future fuel wood supply and future forage for our goats. It's going to be a little bit of a test area for us, testing different species of trees to see which are going to be the best ones for coppicing to give us a regular supply of wood fuel. We've got common alder, hazel, we've got chestnut, and we've got hawthorn. The hawthorn's not going into the silver pasture system. That's going to be planted as a hedge boundary along one of our laneways that we walk the goats up. So what I'm going to do with these trees now, as we're not quite ready to plant them out, I'm going to take them into the polytunnel and I'm going to heel them in. And heeling in is where we dig a trench, just put these bundles of trees into the trench and cover up their roots with soil. The polytunnel is a frost-free environment, so this is just to protect the trees and sort of keep them somewhere where until we can get around to planting them out. So I'm going to heel these trees into this empty vegetable bed here in the polytunnel. It had courgette in it last year. While we're going to be sowing some of these beds relatively soon, this bed isn't going to be sown with anything in the coming months. So this is free for us to use, and we're just going to dig a simple trench and just put these bundles in and cover them up again. Alright, there we go, that's them nicely healed in, hopefully safe and sound from any frosts. So that's great, very excited about this, and we're waiting for several more deliveries of different trees to arrive. We've got fruit trees coming for the continuing with the forest garden tree rows in the market garden, our orchard rows. We've got some poplar, hybrid poplar coming, and we've got black locust. And we've got some kind of ground cover species for the areas of our forest garden as well. So very exciting. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get my skates on and get working in the West Field. Hopefully today I'm going to get the tractor out and I'm going to actually plough up the rows that we're going to be planting these trees into. I'm hoping that's going to speed up the process rather than getting a spade and digging an individual hole for each tree. I'm going to basically plough a furrow with our BCS tractor and plough, and that should speed up the process of planting the trees. Also, it means that we're going to have some cultivated soil around each tree, so we're going to do a cover crop. Alright, let's go and see what Rose is up to. I think she is over in the West Field taking down some of the goat netting for two reasons. One, to allow me and the BCS tractor to be able to get in to start the preparation for planting these trees. But two, it's time that the goats had a new grazing cell. So we'll go over there and see if we can help out.
Right, so we've decided that we're just going to move the goats to the top of the West Field. Mainly we're moving them really just so that we can get on with doing the tree rows in this section of the West Field. So we're going to put them in an area that we've decided to leave free of tree rows at the top of the field. It's going to be a kind of meadow area, so quite excited to get them on here today. So we're going to see if we can do it a bit quicker than usual.
that was a successful herd. Alright folks, that was a bit of a catch up for you, just giving you an insight of what we've been up to over these last few days.
But there's quite a lot more that we've filmed, some tidbits here and there, which we're excited to show you, so tune in for our next episode.
Please remember to subscribe to the films and to give us a like, leave a comment, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye!
See ya!